We are getting in here on Watch Point Gibraltar. It's going to be G2 on the defense first. Reunited on the attack. And somehow I've gotten stuck. Alright, I'm unstuck. And I will say this, Hex, you look at this Watch Point Gibraltar starting area for the attackers. It really takes on a whole new meaning after watching that recall trailer that came out just a little bit ago.
Yeah, man, how good was that? How good was that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it makes sense here. Like, why was this tire over here? Oh, Winston just sits in this tire reading things. This is where he did the Overwatch recall. You see all the peanut butter
yeah, I mean,
things there and all the rest.
Before I was even like a big fanboy of Blizzard, like the world building they do, I think has always been phenomenal. The storytelling, I love animated features, and there were some posts even on the subreddit that I could totally identify with. People were like, it just really got to me. It like really emotionally touched me, and it was just phenomenal to watch. Although I think Reaper came across as a little you know, one-sided. Yeah, I think there's more.
I think people called him an edgelord in multiple cases, but taking a look at the G2 defense here, we got Likely on the Zenyatta, Skipjack on Symmetra, Burix on Zenyatta as well, Taimu on Tracer, Numlocked on Genji, Zebosai on the Lucio, so double orb comp coming out here for G2.
Similarly on offense, but with a Hanzo in here mix too. So Morte and Valentouch will be playing the Zens. Wow, hold on, too easy with a ton of kills on his offensive Hanzo really quick. Unfixed will be playing Genji, Cruz will be playing the other Genji, Winghaven on Symmetra, etc. But wow.
That's the case where I regret I wasn't on Too Easy's point of view there. It's just a triple kill coming out from Too Easy. Incredibly, I think it was part scatter arrow, part normal. Like, I don't even know. I feel like a scatter arrow had to be involved.
We've seen more Hanzo lately, and as people get better with him and just kind of understand his primary more, I think we saw IDDQ play yesterday very well with that 70% hit rate. So as players get better on Hanzo, we might see more of him.
Yeah, well, I think part of the appeal in Hanzo here is that he sort of has this puncher's chance of always killing a Tracer or Genji, regardless of how they act, and that's very, very useful when going against these Tracer Genji comps. So Morte now with the double kill. Too Easy gets a double kill Dragon Strike off of that. Just shoots the dragon, doesn't even look, and kills both Likely and Zebosai. So some really cool stuff coming out here from Reunited to start off the game, as they're going to move to the hangar phase relatively quickly.
Yeah, they capped it with 545, moved up to 745, of course, when they capped it, but that was a very fast first cap. I'm surprised a little bit by the Dragon, but I was going to mention, like, it's a very good ultimate on this map, and that area in particular, because of the walls and the defense and everything, so not super surprising to see Hanzo there, and used to great effect. Taimu switches to Widowmaker on defense. He's going to try to shut down that Hanzo.
Yeah, Taimu's Widowmaker definitely gaining a bit of infamy in recent times. Definitely, for all the games I've casted, if I had to give the nod to someone as being the best, which by the way is a very nebulous thing to say, but I definitely say he's had the most impressive Widowmaker that I've seen.
Yeah, game-changing Widowmaker plays. It's been, highlight reels.
Yep, 2 kills here coming out from G2. G2 trying to stabilize a bit here. Taking a look at Taimu in the back. Taimu looking for those pickoffs. Meanwhile, though, taking a look at the ultimate situation, really, we see that Reunited has 4 ultimates up now. They have both Dragon Blades. They can really turn this in their favor if Zebosai wasn't killing 2 people in the back.
3 now.
And Zebosai just absolutely going off in the back right now, able to get some work done, etc. We're looking at Unfixed. Unfixed was trying to get some poking in the backside of G2, not quite as effective.
Yeah, but the defense finally stabilizes. They're on the back of Zebo's great Tracer play, just cleaning that up. But they were in trouble for a moment, especially if those ultimates started coming
And as I say that, Unfixed takes out Zebosai. The threat is down, but Skipjack running in is able to take out Unfixed. 5v5 now as Reunited trying to push up the cart. They're going to have one person in the cart for a little bit. Starting to Symmetra turn it up. And we'll see what they do as they move forward here.
Too Easy, and Taimu with a sniper battle on top of the shuttle. Numlocked comes in and puts an end to it.
Numlocked's going in with the Dragon Blade, is already taken out Too Easy. Looking to get a little bit more if possible. Is going to have to back out. Will get taken out, in fact. Meanwhile, we have a Dragon Blade coming out for Cruz. The Dragon Blade coming out fixed. The Dragon is being unleashed by everyone in this game, particularly Reunited. And taking a look at the defense, Zenyatta's getting taken out here. Good stuff from Unfixed.
What a turnaround.
Yeah, and Reunited Cruz, no pun intended here, to the hangar checkpoint.
I thought they were in a ton of trouble. I was really worried that Transcendence was a panic transcend, that he got forced on it, and I was wondering why he was still pushing forward with it, but he was able to support his Genji. They were able to completely turn around that fight after losing 2 before that transcend even came off.
Yeah, and right now take a look at Cruz. Cruz just able to go forward here, getting some good work in. Numlock, though, saying this back is going to start pushing back and fix, but really the G2 defense having a bit of trouble here.
Yeah, they haven't looked stable all game except for those 4 kills out of Zebo that allowed them to get a little bit of ground, but after that, still got rolled through.
Yep, taking a look here, Taimu right now looking for picks on top. Is going to get taken out by Too Easy. Too Easy showing his Widow chops. A great grapple shot coming in. Wow, Too Easy with the triple kill. Took out Taimu, got the grapple, and took out 2 more. So Too Easy showing his Widow chops here. And this is some of the best Widow play we've seen at Too Easy in a long time.
Yeah, this is over. Even if Zebo had hit a huge pulse bomb, they have a very aggressive offensive teleporter up. They're going to have a hard time even getting out the door. Yeah, that's... Wow. What a fast time.
Very dominant play, or just round by Reunited there. Now G2 has a very, very tough offense time to beat.
Yeah, the hit scan actually kind of helps on your Zenyatta play, because this is it's a character that can do a ton of damage. Of course, just having that good tracking. Look at this.
Yeah, no, that was great stuff coming in from Zen at the end, but really MVP the Too Easy for what he did on that last point. He effectively won that last point solo for Reunited with the 3 picks.
Yeah,
that was great.
We've actually seen Taimu do that as well on Widowmaker too. So Widowmaker could be absolutely clutch on offense and defense. Just sick plays coming out of Too Easy. And like you mentioned, his Widow play is becoming somewhat infamous at this point now. And when you're playing against them, you have to just make a conscious choice of who do we have to deal with this.
Well, in the past, generally speaking, Taimu has done really, really well at in the battle versus Too Easy, but Too Easy definitely making a case, coming back, getting that pick, and then going forward with 2 great picks after that. I mean, usually it's Taimu on that end, but Too Easy suddenly going, hey, what about me? And that was just a great round for Too Easy. And now we're going to see if G2 can turn things around, because 434, that is not an easy time to beat.
Yeah, I mean, it's not unbeatable, of course, but it's going to be rough. They're going to have to bust out a different composition, a very aggressive composition, and look at this defensive composition. Look familiar?
Yeah, defensive composition looks very familiar, taking a page out of Envious's book with potentially 3 Soldier 76s here and the Hanzo.
Yeah, this is definitely set up to, I mean, you can hold the high ground with it, and it's just very good against the double orb composition that they're going to be running out here, but also when you get to the hangar phase, just keeping the distance there and just locking teams out. If this door shuts behind them, there are 4 small doors to try to get through. You put a soldier on each one just poking away, then they're all taking damage as they come in. It worked for Envious, and it was really cool to see. They weren't certain it would work for other teams, or if it's a strategy that teams will employ, or if it's more of a one-off. I guess we'll see now.
Well, taking a look at the defense in full, we have Too Easy on Hanzo, Winghaven on Symmetra, 3 Soldier 76s played by Unfixed, Voltaja, and Cruz respectively, and Morte on the Zenyatta.
Yeah, offensively, they're going to have to try to get some picks on those 76s from a distance with Taimu on Widow. Likely and Burks will both play the Zenyatas. Zebo will play that Tracer again. Skipjack will be on the Symmetra. And Numlocked hoping to reflect some Helix rockets as Genji.
So, 6 seconds until the game begins. The timer will begin. 4:34 on the clock. And now we're G2 on a very, very rough road to winning Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Yeah, they just really have to stall out once or twice here on the map. They're just going to hold this high ground and kind of do as much poke as possible. But I think if they get even some intermediate pressure, they'll be happy to fall back. They really want to win this in the hangar phase if it goes there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the ideal, is that they win in the hangar phase and all the rest. But really, just remember, all they have to do is just stall out for a very tiny period of time. If Reunited can get 2 wipes, maybe 3 wipes, that should be all they need to really hold this. And Voltaja, first blood on the Taimu, takes out the Widow with 76 play. Really excited to see Voltaja 76, actually, given that he is so good as the sit-scan character. And so far, he is not disappointing. 3 kills so far for Voltaja. The rest of Reunited combined for another 3 kills, and they're going to wipe out G2 early here. Yes, G2 got to that first cap point, but that cap point is effectively free anyways.
Yeah, just hit scan, just a quick definition. As I mentioned it once in Ghost of Gamers chat, and people didn't know what it was. I was stunned, but if you don't know, it mostly means just bullets. There's 0 travel time between when you click your fire and when that fire actually takes place.
Point and click, effectively. Yeah. Point and click. If your reticle is on the person, they take damage. If not, you know, there's nothing. There's no projectile. It's more demanding. In many ways, it can be more demanding aim-wise than projectile classes, but we'll save that analysis for another time. Too easy, though, with 2 kills on Hanzo. The double kill, Israel takes out, Taimu takes out another as well. Voltage able to take out Likely, so again, G2 having some issues pushing through this, and this 76 defense is very, very strong. And again, we saw Envious work this to great effect as well.
There's so much to like about this 76 defense and the synergy that 76 has with this kind of composition. The self-sustain, the ability to stagger your tactical visors when those come up. Then you also have the shields here, but that self-sustain actually is everyone. It's area of effect healing on the ground, so you only need the 1 support. There's so much cool things to talk about with this, and now they have 3 tactical visors up. It's like 40 seconds.
They have 3 aimbots up. Everything could be in their sights if they want. Meanwhile, take a look here. Too Easy is able to take out Bergs. On Fix takes out Taimu. Taimu having a rough time getting things going in this set.
Yeah, we've seen Taimu kind of be a streaky player. When he's on, he can dominate a match. Not certain if he's turned the flip yet, or turned the switch on yet today.
Well, right now, only 2 minutes, 11 seconds left. This is almost a mathematical win coming out for Reunited here, and really just a full team play by all their soldiers. People come in, everyone gets mowed down, and then we repeat. And Too Easy able to take out Taimu. Hanzo versus Widow. Too Easy. Again, we've seen it go the other way in previous games, but in this set, Too Easy has had Taimu's number.
Yeah, I mean, bows beat guns apparently sometimes.
I mean, it's sort of a space bow. I mean, what's going on with Scatter Arrow anyways?
Yeah.
A minute 30 remaining now for G2, but things are looking grim as Reunited looking very, very strong here on Gibraltar and potentially very likely to take it. We do see a Dragon Blade coming from Numlock. Numlock coming in the back, is looking to slice the dice. Taimu able to take out Cruz. Taimu getting some stuff going here. Numlock able to take out Too Easy, but Too Easy takes out Taimu again!
Too Easy's had a crazy game.
Too Easy has been playing far above what we've seen in the past in this set. He has been putting the team on his back and then some. And take a look at the time here, a minute left. I'm very confident now in calling it for Reunited. Reunited is going to take this map and go 1-0 over G2. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like, even the Soldier 76 ultimates, and we talked about, like, how some ultimates are delay ultimates. If you stagger those too, you're essentially making it so they can't even go on a part of a map, because they will die immediately. It does so much damage, you don't have to aim it. Can really just wipe out a team, and you stagger those up, and it's, when do you finally come in?
So Taimu gonna restart his computer. They're saying let them cap to see play the game. I think Too Easy just wants to see his triple Hanzo kill in the beginning.
Probably.
That's my guess anyways, but I mean, all the more power to him. He had a great
Yeah, I think we're going back to lobby. It's a long time to wait just to see a play of the game.
Yeah, see, I wasn't wrong. Look at the chat. They want to see the play of the game for Too Easy.
I'm aware that Too Easy wants to see play of the game. I know that our administrators are generally of the preference that when a game is over, we should just end the game.
You know, we might be looking at the truck of heroes, as it were, moving forward regardless, but B2 being good sports.
Yeah, is this composition here to stay? What are your initial thoughts after seeing it twice?
I think the triple 76 defense on Gibraltar is pretty good. I mean, there's multiple different areas for the soldiers to stand on. Very long sight lines. They can just sit and poke for days. So, I mean, right now it seems like a pretty good strat. I'm sure it has counter comps. If you remember back when we talked Tailspin, Tailspin doesn't even think it's going to be something that'll last too long. But I'm not sure teams have had times to theory craft the counter comps to it in the 2 days since we last saw it.
Yeah, then it becomes a really strange kind of comp to counter comp to counter comp to counter comp, which is great because at the heart of Overwatch is hero switching in compositions, in matchups like that. So really cool to come out right now. But I think we're also seeing much more map-specific compositions and metas really develop throughout the scene.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've also been seeing defense get better as well as time has been going on, where defense does just... People are more comfortable with their positioning on the maps, they're getting more out of those defensive positions, and they're making the offense have to work harder.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned a couple days ago, King's Row just feels very different as far as the meta goes. Just especially defense right now, it's got its own very own specific compositions people like to run on defense. And so, as much as people want to laud double orb as the stale meta, I really could not disagree more. And just how we're seeing the metas develop so map specifically, it's been so fun to watch.
And some Game of Thrones references going down here, but Voltage got playing the game instead. Too easy, hoping for play the game this entire time, and I don't think he's very happy right now.
Very unlikely.
The sad face coming out from Too Easy.
Because he thought he had it last game too with the triple Hanzo kill, and then it got stolen by a Zenyatta, Voltage's Zenyatta. Actually, Voltage stole his play of the game twice.
Hey, Voltage had a game. I mean, I was watching him a decent part of the game camera-wise, just because I know his hit scan is on point, and he did not disappoint, so... Good stuff coming up from Voltage, yeah.